Let's do a makeup look this morning. Today I'm going to use some eye cream. I only wore light makeup for the past couple of days, so today I'm going to do a full-on look. And also I want to go run some errands. I've been staying at home mainly because I didn't need to go anywhere. Let's do some eyeshadow primer. I'm going to begin with the Chanel concealer. It's a concealer corrector, and I'll put the color right here. I hope y'all all had a lovely Memorial Day weekend. Pat and I had a quiet one. He had to work all weekend, still playing catch up from the quarantine. So I got a lot of reading done. I finished that book I was reading, Familiar Dark. And I've started another one that I've seen other girls on Instagram talking about. It may have dark in the title also, like Dark Rachel. Something like that. I got too much on there. That's why I was using my fingers so I could wipe some off. Let's go ahead and do brows. I'm going to use my Taupe brow pencil from NYX. It's a micro brow pencil. I've been very pleased with this. I don't know why I didn't buy Taupe all along. I guess I was trying to be different. Taupe's just a good color. It's rained a lot here lately. How about y'all? Well, I was sitting out in the clouds yesterday, and the bottom fell out. So we went on a walk yesterday, a long walk, and we took Taco, and he rode in the backpack. The reason we call a backpack a pack is because that's what Patrick called it when he was growing up. When he was a baby, when he was a kindergartner or whatever. All right, there's the brows. I'm going to use the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. I should buy a new shadow palette. That's one of the things I'm thinking of doing today, is go buy a new shadow palette so y'all can see something different. I'm going to begin with Glory and Morgan mixed together. Glory is a reddish pink and Morgan is a peachy color. I wore some lashes the other day. I tried to make sure I didn't have any lash glue in my eyes when I started this, in my eyelashes when I started this look. They're not. They were just crossing. I'm going to try to keep most of the emphasis on the outside corner today. I waited till most of the shadow was off my brush before I started working out further. Very happy bird. I remember when Colin was a teenager, this was his room. Colin's my youngest child. And he used to get up in the morning complaining about the mockingbirds. At the time, we still had our decorative pear or Bradford pear out there. And there was always a mockingbird nest in it. And they were like that right there. They were just totally obnoxious first thing in the morning. An eyeshadow from the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. Ring the Alarm, I think is the name of this palette. Yes. And I'm going to take the color Secret, which is a chocolate brown, and I'm going to put that in the outside corner. And now that most of the shadow's off my brush, I'm going to drag it up. Now I'm going to take an eyeliner. I'm going to take my Smashbox and I'm going to line my, do a little baby wing. Now for the other side. All right, got those on. Now I'm going to matte that down. It's a little shiny for my taste. So I'm going to take an angle brush. I think it's an E75 from NYX. All right. That black was from the Huda palette, and it's called Black Truffle. I'm working on the brown. The color is Secret from the Jaclyn Hill Ring the Alarm palette. I'm going to get a pencil brush. Actually, my pencil brushes are dirty. I'm taking the color Alert from the Jaclyn Hill palette. Wow, I have a stubborn spot that doesn't want to cover. I'm getting in between my lashes now. There we go. That was still the Smashbox pen. It's called Always On Liquid Eyeliner. All right, I'm going to highlight underneath my brow with Morning from the Natasha Denona palette. It could be called a pastel orange. All right, let's put some mascara on. I'm going to use the YSL Faux Cils mascara. I watched a video last night that inspired me to try the fox eye look again, but this time I'm not going to exaggerate my brows. I'm just going to do my eyes in an upward motion, in upward direction with their. I'm going to not make my eyes as round as I usually do. I'm going to make them more up. This is a good mascara. It builds really fast. Heather introduced me to this mascara. Her name in the comments is Beguile Me. Okay, I've tapped myself a couple of times with this mascara wand. So I'm going to let that dry and then I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to leave the inside clean. I'm going to take Bay from the Huda palette and put that on the inside. I got mascara on my contact, of course. All right, I went in to try to clean up that mascara where I dotted myself. I went in too quickly. All right, I'm gonna put on some lashes. I'm gonna take a pair of Wispies, Ardell Wispies. They're just Wispies. And they're not demi wispies, so they're symmetric. So I'm gonna cut one in half. I'm gonna take my dark duo glue and put a dollop out here on my palette. Take my little scissors, cut this baby in half. So what did I watch? Oh, I watched the, is it Goldfinch? The new movie on Amazon. It was really good. I wished I had read the book before the movie came out, but I never got around to it. It was really good. You could tell it was a book, the way it wrapped up at the end. I'm going to take this little piece and put it out here on the outside. Oh boy, it's got a bad disconnect, doesn't it? We'll try to fix that. I don't know where my mirror, oh, there it is. So I have my eyelashes on. Now I want to do my foundation. And I'm going to begin with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. It's got a big doe foot applicator. I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to take the Tatcha liquid primer. Put it there. And I'm going to take my Bdellium foundation brush and start on the Flawless Filter up here first. And then I'm going to work into the Tatcha liquid primer. Now I'm going to take the Westman Atelier foundation, and the color I'm using I believe is 2. It is. And then I'm going to take the Westman Atelier contour stick, and I think it's Biscuit. I reserve the right to come back with both products. Let's see what brush I want to use today. I guess I'll keep using my Bdellium brush. And I'm working on the regular foundation color right now. I haven't hit any of the contour yet. I'm just working up to where the contour is. And I'll hit that in just a minute. I don't want to get them too mixed. I want them to do what, you know, they were intended to do. All right, now for the contour. I'm going to work this brush in more of a circular motion. And this is where the contour stick is. Biscuit. Looks good. I don't know why I don't use this. And like I said, I reserved the right. I think I got a bug bite right there. I'm using the contour stick as a bronzer. I thought maybe I got the contour stick down too low. And the reason I'm avoiding contour down here is because my face is already thin. I'm going to take my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind and I'm going to go under my eyes and angle it up along the side of that shadow. I'm going to take this Real Techniques brush. Like I said, my brushes are dirty and I took them in the other room to wash them. I got sidetracked, so we're just going to use different brushes today. See, I do have a sweepy eye, right? Not to be confused with the sleepy eye. I have the sweepy eye. All right, which bronzer do I want to use? All right, I have some Becca highlight and bronzers here, so I'm going to use those today. Take an angle brush. I'll list the bronzers right here. It is Becca, but this palette's not available anymore, so I'll list the colors I used. I think they're still available. They're just available in singles, which you'd probably prefer anyway. This is the bronzer. Go across the top of my nose, a little bit on my chin. Set this contour under here. I'm going to take the highlight from this Becca palette and make the underneath of my eyes nice and bright and down the center of my nose. And then I'm going to take the glowy portion and put it on the end of my nose. Okay, that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. I do like the glowy underneath the eyes. And like I said, I'll list this. And I'm going to take the blushy part from this and use that. Boy, that accentuates that bug bite. Okay, you need to go in easy with that. I'm going to take the Tatcha Blendiful and try to bring that down. I'm going to take the Artist Couture, put that on the end of my nose. And on the inside of my eye, yeah, I'm going to be sorry about that. That's going to end up in my contacts. Boy, it's pretty though. We'll leave that out. I want to revisit that. Okay, so that blush that I used was... I'll have to list everything in the description box. I'll have to research that. Those products divided up. because I'm positive the palette's not available. It's the Be A Light. I'm going to use the Becca Hydra Mist to set my makeup today. I'm going to set over that highlight too, since highlight slash blush, since it was so over the top. The reason my hair is so straight is because I washed it last night and I used the volumizing tonic again. I told you it straightens out my hair. All right, let's do a lip. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury and Pillow Talk, the medium color. It's called her Lip Cheat. For obvious reasons. And then I'm going to use the McGrath lip gloss. It's Bronze Divinity Lust. And Lourdes introduced me to this. I feel like I could use I don't feel like the bronzing portion of the Becca palette gave me enough color. So I'm using the Cocoa Naughty now. And then I'm going to use the Becca Bloom. I'm going to use my little Hobby Lobby brush. All right, there's my look. I hope you enjoyed this makeup look today. Let me know if you picked up any tips on how to shape your eyes differently. I think I definitely look different with everything angled up. Thank you again for joining me, and I look forward to our visit in the comments.